Right, ladies and gentlemen, this is a scarce ex-library, but in decent condition, a very scarce and fascinating book, 1891. There we are, all the usual library tickets, but I think it was a probably more reference library because it's in very good condition. Well, it's in good condition given its age. But the subject matter is animal locomotion, how animals, humans, birds, fish move, walk, swim, and fly. And there's a whole separate section on aeronautics, and this is 1891, so it's just before man-powered flight took off, and it shows all the attempts that were being done, the reasoning, the experiments that were going on. It's very rare and unusual subject matter. So throughout the book, you have lots of illustrations of birds in flight, birds' wings, how the wings move, experiments done by how much of a bird's wing or a butterfly's wing you can remove and for it still to be able to fly, and how it flies. There are winged insects there and all sorts of stuff I can find. There's wonderful pictures of winged insects, very vivid, lovely steel engravings there. Lots of things about birds, but how animals move through the sea, otters and newts and seals and fish and men, and how men move and ostriches move and so on. So how horses move, and these lovely illustrations, and it's very readable but also highly technical at the same time, and it's fascinating how it analyzes movement. There's a picture of a skeleton in there somewhere and the rest of it, but the best bit is the second section, which is on aeronautics and how far in 1891 men had got flying, and it was so close. There's an early flying machine of the 1840s, and look at this, it's so close. It hasn't quite worked yet, but they're still working up. This is 1891, and that looks like almost what happened 10 years later with Orville and Wilbur Wright. But there were lots of other wild experiments. And look at this thing, which it goes into great details to explain, and how it would work if it did work, and how it should work, but it doesn't. And it talks about how people had made artificial birds, and they flew with wings, and how you make propellers and so on. It's fascinatingly on the cusp of actual flight, but just before it happened. Still in the age of ballooning almost, but on the cusp of the age of flight. It's a scarce book on the £140 million volume Abe Books second-hand book-selling site, worldwide site. There is currently one copy for sale. It's £31. Mine is cheaper than that. Do have a look. Thanks.